is the 2016 incomplete type B. Now this is only a 60-mark question, but it could be obviously done as a 100-mark question. You just finish it out with the rest of it. This was the first year where there was an expectation that you'd do the bank working, and that had never come up before. It hasn't been asked as a 100-mark question since. So if it was, I would expect them to ask the bank working. It's come up in the couple of mock questions that have come up since. There was a 2019 DB and Examcraft one, I think, as well. So should be videos up for those. So just be aware that there is a bank working, and as a result, now I know there's bank working because I checked the question beforehand. And the way you know there's a bank working is you look at the bottom, and if it doesn't tell you there's bank here, it doesn't actually give you the bank figure here, well then it's a business with a bank account, so there has to be a bank working involved. So what we're going to do, let me just get myself set up. We're going to make our bank account working straight away. So so this will be my bank account, and anytime it says lodged, I'm going to put in money on the left hand side, and anytime I paid money out of the bank account, I'm going to put it on the right hand side, but I'll just have it ready to go there. So my first job, I'm also going to check for depreciations and bad debt provisions and things like that, which thankfully don't exist because that lengthens it out a bit. But again, in more recent ones, there has been. Anyway, my first job is O'Neill Lodge 560. So that's capital. So that's capital first to the first. 560. Now, he's lodge money, so I'm going to put it in my bank account. Okay. So I can be working on this as I go along and making sure of everything in at the end. Okay, so that's my lodged in, and he purchased the business costing 490. So on this side, I put in my 490. Okay, so that's what it cost, right? So now they're the first two I put in. Down at the bottom, I'm going to put in everything else. So my stock. So my stock is 17.3, which is an asset. Debtors 37. So where the hell is it? Debtors 37.3. Creditors a liability. Creditors is 44.6. Electricity dues a liability. That's 760. And 39 euros earned by the fund today. So I know I'm going to put in my investments up here. I'm just going to write plus 39 there. And then I know my investments will be 39 euros there, investment income. Okay, so that's my stuff from the bottom. Just a couple of things I will look for. I'm going to look for bad debt provision, and I'm also going to check to see if there's any goods in transit. That's come up lately as well. So there's no bad debt provision, there's no goods in transit. I can just go ahead and start doing my question. So the first thing to do is our goodwill. So our first working after will be our goodwill. I'm going to give my bank loads of room. There's quite a few things in it. And I'll go down and I'll do my goodwill. So the goodwill is what we paid for the business. So I'll tell you what we paid for the business now once Gavin's out of the way. So we paid 490 for the business. Now from that you have to take away what it's worth. So its value is its assets minus its liabilities. So its assets are 450, stock 15.7. Just going to come down one. So 450, the stock is an asset. It's 15.7. Rates prepaid is an asset 2.4. 26.6, that's an asset too. Wages due is a liability. and trade creditors 51,000 as a liability. So I'm going to take away those. That'll give you a value of the business of 448,900. No, it doesn't have 438,900. So we'll take that away and we'll get a goodwill of 51,100. Okay, so 51.1 is our goodwill. That'll go in our assets. It's an intangible, so okay. So once we've those in, good chunk of it sort of done already. So we've got our buildings are 450. So buildings, we'll start off at 450. Now pretty much every one of these you'll buy a new building. So O'Neill borrowed 350, part of which was used to purchase an adjoining premises of 295. So it's 450 plus 295. Give you your buildings of 745. Now on top of that, he's borrowed money, so the loan will go into the account. So the loan is 350, and the building is the building that he bought is 295. Okay, so that's that gone into the account as well for to work out our bank. I'll come back and do the loan interest and all that later. So that's the loan. The stock of 15.7, that's your opening stock. 3 months rates prepaid. So that's my first working. So it's my rates working. All right. So go and find our expense in the middle of the question. So he has paid rates for 12 months, 10,800. So add the prepaid at the start of the year. So the prepaid is for 3 months at the start of the year, which is 2.4, which means there's a prepaid at the end of the year, also 3 months. So basically his rates are going from the 1st of April to the 1st of April. So every year there'll be 3 months prepaid. So it's 3 months of the 10.8. Which is 2,700. So his rates will be 10,500. Okay, so the rates as an expense, it's going to be 10,500. And the rates prepaid, really important, you put that in straight away. The one at the end of the year is an asset. So that's our rates done. Now debtors is to do with sales, and we know that sales is the last number we'll come up with. Wages due, that gets taken away from wages and general expenses. Now just make sure there's no wages due or anything at the end. There's not. And is there any drawings on it? No. So wages and general expenses 94,000, and we can take away that due of 4,800. So 94 minus 48. That's 89,200. Okay, trade creditors, nothing to do there. So next thing, each week O'Neill took from stock a goods costing 190 and a check for 150. So I'm going to do my drawings working now as well. I'm going to open that up. I'll just do it here. And I'll keep the drawings working open. So we've got the stock drawings of 190. And then we've the cash, it's a bank drawings. He's writing a check for himself of 150. And it's per week, so it's 150 by 52. Which is 7,800. And that's a check that's come out of the bank. So into our bank working, we're going to put that 7,800. And that's our drawings. Okay, so you can see hopefully the benefit of opening up the bank working straight away and getting them in. Okay, so the loan of 350. So he's got a loan of 350. So we're going to put that in. And now check and see how he repays it. So he's repaying it in one lump sum in 2021. So that is more than 1 year away when we were doing the accounts for 2015. So the full amount of the 350 goes into your loan. There's no installments or anything like that. Then it was agreed that he would pay interest on the last day of each month at 6% per annum. So we'll do our loan interest. And it's 6% of the 300,000 of the 350,000 of the loan. And he got the loan on the 1st of the 10th, so 10, 11, 12. So he has it for 3 months. Which is 5250. Okay, what has he paid? So he has paid a loan interest of, should say it down here somewhere. He's paid 3,500. So that means he's got due the difference between the two of those. So your loan interest due is 1750, and that's your current liability. Okay, your loan is an expense. Just see if there's any drawings on it. 30% of the interest for the year. So the 5250 is the total he has to pay, but 30% is for drawings. So 1575 is for drawings. So the expense then is 5250 minus 1575 is 3675. Now from that we have to put the loan amount, the 1575, into the drawings working. So we'll get into our drawings working, and it's 1575. Where's my drawings? 1575 loan interest. Okay. So the capital sum is to be repaid in one lump sum. We've dealt with that. To provide for this, the bank was instructed to transfer 5250 on the last day of every month into an investment account. So again, he got the loan on the 1st of the 10th. So it's 5200. So 3 by 5200 will be 15,600. And then we have to add on the interest. The interest accrues within that. So it's 15,639. Okay, and that'll be the investment. So 5,200 by 3. Again, has that come out of his bank account? To provide for this, the bank was instructed to transfer 5,200 out. So the 15,600 for the investments has to come out of the bank account. Okay, and that's that working done. So during the year, he made the following lodgements into the bank account. So he's lodged cash in of 145,000, and he's lodged dividends of 5,200. That dividends is capital introduced. That's money he's lodging into his own money he's lodging into the account. So that is that goes into your capital. Okay. During the year, he made the following payments. So light and heat. Now we'll have our light and heat working. So what's happened with light and heat? He's made a payment of 9,200. Up to the top and see if there's any. There's nothing with light and heat. There's no stock of oil. There's no light and heat due. But down at the bottom, there is electricity due of 760. So we're going to add that on. So the expense is 9960. Let's see if there's any drawings. And there is 30%. Which is 2988. Okay, so the expense is 9960 minus 2988. That's 6672. the 2988 has to go in to your drawings working. Okay, so that's in. Interest 3.5. We use that to work out the loan interest due, I hope. Yeah, we did. Wages and general expenses we've done. Equipment is 16,000. Now, see if there's any drawings on it. There is. So there's 30% drawings on the equipment. There's no depreciation, thankfully, but equipment is it's only going to be 70% of that figure. So it's 70% of the 16,000. Because there's 30% drawings. So the drawings then, the remaining, what's it, 4,000 to 4,800 or whatever it is, 30% of the 16,000 will go into the drawings working. That's 4,800. Rates for 12 months we've done, and diesel for the private car is drawings, 4,600. Okay, so that's all of those in. We can check we've done all of our drawings. O'Neill estimates that 30% of the following. Yeah, so all of those are in, and so we've got everything in. So we just need to total up our. We need to total up our drawings, and we need to work out what our bank balance is. So drawings 31,643. I'm going to have to put all of these expenses into my bank as well now. So I've got my light and heat of 9.2. I've got my interest of 3.5. 94,000 for my general, 16,000 for my equipment. Rates is 10.8, and diesel for private use is 4.6. All of those have gone in. So to find my bank balance, I'm going to add up the left, which is 1,060,200. Now, sorry, that should be 4,200. So 1,059,200, and I'm going to take away. Let me just write that in. 1,059,200. I'm going to take away my payments from my 1,059,200. Hopefully it's right. And so it's 1,127,700. So balance regardless, but anyway, hopefully it's right. So that's bank 1,127,700. And I had my drawing, so net profit less drawings, and my drawings was 3,1,643. Okay, so we have everything in. We can finish off the question now. Well, we'll see where there's a slight problem in a minute, but we'll have a workaround. 745, 11.2. So we'll add those up. And remember, for your total fixed assets, 51.1 plus 7,562 plus 15,639 gives you 822,939. We've got our 4 current assets, nice and short, which is 170. We've got our 3 current liabilities, which is 47,110, and we're going to take them away from each other. 122,890, which we'll add on and to your add on to get your 945,829 as your total net assets, right? So your total net assets, if you take that number there, sorry, we're going to take that number 945,829, and we're going to put it down as our capital employed. And our job now is to find out what our net profit is. So we work backwards. So we're going to add on the drawings and take away the other three, because those four numbers, loan, capital introduced, and net profit minus drawings equal capital employed. So working backwards, do the opposite, add back on the drawings, take away the other three, and you'll get your net profit. So it's 945,829 plus your drawings minus your loan, your capital, and your capital introduced. It should give you 63,272. Okay, and that's going to be our profit. Now bring that profit over here. 63,272, and that'll be our net profit. So we've got, just check that I've got all my expenses, and there's only 4 there, which seems quite low. So I've got light and heat, interest, wages, and rates. Yeah, that's them all. The other ones are drawing. So what we do is we add up our expenses, and we're trying to find the number then that we take away 110,047 to equal 63,372. So basically you add it back on. So we'll take that, add back on the 110, and that'll give you 173,319. Do the opposite then for the investment income. It's the number that you add 39 to get 173,319. So take it away, and you get 173,280. Now, from that point, I'll just put in my closing stock. Right, so normally it tells you during the year O'Neill didn't keep a full set of books for results, supply the following information. Normally the first line would be that gross profit is 25% of sales or 40% of sales or something. Because this is a 60 mark question, it doesn't give it. So what I'm going to do is we'll just put in a line there that gross profit is 20% of sales. So we'll take that just so we can complete it. Divide by 20, multiply by 100. And you get 866,400. Okay, as our sales. So it's that divided by 20 multiplied by 100. The difference between the two is your cost of sales. So then we're looking for purchases. So opening stock plus purchases minus closing stock is equal to cost of sales. So if you want to work out your purchases, you work backwards. So it'll be cost of sales plus closing stock minus opening stock will give you your purchases. So your purchases will be 694,720. Okay, and what you need to do then is add on your drawings, your stock drawings back onto that. So your stock drawings are 9880. So 9880 plus that is 704,600. So we'll just put that in 704,600 minus 9880. Because there's an expectation that you show that. So that's nice and short. The reason I did it, it was the first one where you had to do the bank account, and I just wanted to show a nice, simple way of doing that. So, all right, we'll talk to you again with a couple of more of these for you as the week goes on.